this offense is going to be the reason why this team does not get to where it wants to get to, I feel like. Unless
If
these
that's the
guys
case.
if that's the case, unless these guys wake up, and I'm talking about Machado and not Machado, but tonight Soto especially, mostly Soto. I think
Mhm.
I think you can point a lot of this here, and I mean, I hate to do it on one guy, but Juan Soto, the disappointment of Juan Soto, his time in a Padres uniform, I feel like if you're looking at the root or, like, the cause, the nucleus of the offensive issues with this team that's kinda just, like, spread like wildfire to the entire lineup, I'm gonna pick Juan Soto as when he's not getting it done, if he's not getting it done and his struggles offensively, I feel like just is, what's it called? Like a chain reaction, and him tonight with the drop in left field and going 1 for 5, not much impact in this series offensively. I'm sorry, John. I have to put this on Juan Soto, and I'm gonna do it.
Listen, heavy is the head that wears the crown, so we can get into that. I mean, I think Soto had that 6-game run where he was good, and then these 3 games against the Dodgers were not good.
Mhm.
Here's something for you that I don't think many people are talking about. Has anyone looked at Xander Bogaerts over the last, I don't know, weeks? Yeah, he had a
Not
hit
great.
yesterday, a hit today. He's something like 8 for his last 50.
Let's
I'm
look
making
here.
that up. He's somewhere around there. He's under 200 in his last 50 ABs. So
His
Bogaerts is
last
not hit or hit for power.
his last 15 games, Bogarts is hitting 200 with an OPS of 668.
So he's really cooled off. Now
Mhm.
Machado has heated up, although again, we're waiting on the power. Yeah, I know he had a double in this game. Um, so yeah, Machado has played better. Tatis has been great. I'm with you on Soto. No, I'm with you on Soto. I don't. Again, it's tough to put it on any one player. Like I'm not going to really put it on Soto when you're leading with 2 outs in the 9th inning, but you lose the game, so you can look towards Juan
Here's
Soto, I
here's
guess.
here's why here's why I'm the chart of where I'm going at is of why this team can't score any runs. It feels like, and the issues with the offense continues every single game. It feels like, or every other game, uh, and why I'm putting Juan Soto at the top of that list. We were all told and given a bill of goods about Juan Soto being this generational type of player. Okay. The guy that he was in Washington, the guy who at 21 or 22 years old in the World Series in game 6 or 7, I think it was game 6 or
He
7.
was 19.
19. Okay. It's 19,
Yep.
who had clutch hit after clutch hit and had a absolute tear. Went on an absolute tear in the postseason with the Nationals. His 2020 season and even his 2021 season, and then his age 19 year were incredible. Okay. So when the Padres go and trade every single one of their top picks in the organization, every single one of their prize prospects to get this guy. And if you were to take away the name and you're just showing me the stats, this guy is below average at best. I mean, he's
No, that's
average at
incorrect.
best.
No, because the expectations are so high. That's not accurate. His OPS plus is maybe in the 140 range. I mean, he's not an
Where's
average
the impact,
player. The
John?
Expectations are.
Where's the impact?
He's second on the team in OPS. I mean,
But
I
that no,
understand the
but
blame, but
okay, that's fine. His OPS is fine. But I'm talking about impact player, a guy that makes a difference at the plate, day
he can
in
make a
and day
difference. I
out.
mean,
When has
I
he gone
listen.
on a tear? When has he gone on a tear for this team?
Well, I'll tell you. Last week when we said he went on a tear,
For more than 6 games.
well, that hasn't yet happened. But there's still
But there's my
137
point.
games this year.
Here's my point. He hasn't done it last year. He hasn't done it this year. He had some great
Yeah,
he
but
had
I
some
mean
good moments in
to
the
put this
postseason.
series on Juan Soto
I'm not putting it
is
on Juan Soto.
short-sighted.
I'm not putting the series on Juan Soto. That's not what I said. I
No,
said,
you did. You said it starts.
"No,
The
no,
blame
no.
starts with Juan Soto.
No, no, I'm talking about the offense, John, and I'm talking about the offense as a whole from the start of the season. I'm not talking about this series.
No,
I'm talking
most
about the
people are going to
reason
agree with you. I disagree.
I'm talking
Most
about the
people will
reason
agree with
why
you.
this offense has been very inconsistent at best. And I think and one of the reasons why they haven't hit their stride,
Yeah,
I'm
one
putting
of.
I'm putting Juan Soto at the top of my list because he has not made the type of impact that every single one of that organization expected to get from
That's
him.
fine, but he hasn't killed this team on offense either. If you look at the numbers, he just hasn't this year. We can pretend like he has, but he's got a 780 OPS, which is well above league average, and he's not killing this team on offense. I mean, he might be awful at home, which is factual, but I don't think the reason that the Padres lose this series or the Padres lose today or the fact that this offense sucks at home is solely on Juan Soto. You can agree or disagree, put it in the chat. Let me get to JD Gaucho, who, by the way, is a Dodgers fan, but a loyal viewer and listener. Since Pods wanted the bullseye on their backs, they got it. Heavy's the head that wears the crown, our line. Dodgers ripped the series away. They did. I mean, this was very winnable yesterday. Very winnable for the Padres. They couldn't do it. Very winnable today for the Padres. They couldn't do it. And it's not going to be easy. Now that we've seen the Dodgers one time through, it's not going to be easy. I mean, there's so much baseball in front of both of these teams. Padres are a game over 500. I mean, Dodgers at some point are going to go on a run. They're in it right now. What if they won 8 of 9? They're 21-14. So this is not going to be easy. And if the Padres continue to play 500 baseball, they'll be lapped. They'll be 8 out. They'll be 10 out at some point. So the Padres are going to need to make their run as well. But for everyone that thought the Dodgers were going to go quietly into the night when they started 13-13, they've awoken, and they're 21-14, and they're playing good baseball. All right, Let me get to this super from Jake. Jake, what's going on, man? Thank you. Thank you for membership as well. Runners in scoring position, trash. Soto, what's that emoji?
Trash.
Is it?
Oh, cold.
Cold.
Like ice cold.
Tatis Jr. can't do everything. Go Suns. Okay. I'm with you on Tatis. He definitely cannot do everything. And they have not hit with runners in scoring position all year. And Soto has not been the player that anyone was expecting. But is that why they're 18-17? Because Soto is not the player that they were expecting?
No, that's not. And again, I'm not saying that Juan Soto is the only reason why this team is 18-17 and super inconsistent on offense. Mm-hmm. There are multiple reasons for this. All right. What I'm saying is, if you were to give me a chart of, all right, give me number 1 reason, number 2 reason, number 3 reason, number 4 reason, I think, along with, if you want to go team wide, they can't hit with runners in scoring position. All right. That to me probably is the biggest one of them all. But if you're looking at just play individual players, it's very hard for me not to put Juan Soto at the top of that list. Like he just.
How can you put Juan Soto at the top of the list when Manny Machado has been far worse? Why? Because Manny Machado had 2 hits today or 3 hits? Manny Machado has not been near the player Juan Soto has been. I don't know if we're watching the same games or not.
Because Manny Machado has more of an impact on the game than Juan Soto does.
Not this year.
Here's the thing. Even when Manny's not hitting, we know both that we'll say his defense is spectacular.
Yeah, that's great.
The drop today
how many
from
games
Soto
has he won
was
with his glove
kind of
this year?
pathetic.
How many times has Manny Machado won a game with his glove?
Yeah, he has. We've been on
this
here
year
and talked about it. Yes, he has.
Which one? I want to go back and watch it.
Where his defense has been amazing. And give me one game where Juan Soto has amazing defense. I'll wait.
Well, yeah, but he plays left field. That's
he's a bad defender.
We know he sucks in the outfield. That's not really a.
So where's the impact there? Tell me the game that Juan Soto, and tell me the stretch that Juan Soto has had this a definitive.
He's had more of an offensive impact on this team this year in a stretch than Manny Machado has in any stretch.
His OPS is the softest 791 OPS I've ever seen in my entire life.
779
or 779. It's the softest 779
well,
OPS.
You know what else is soft? You want to know what else is a soft OPS? Is Manny Machado's, even with his 3 hits tonight, which is still under 700, right?
692. It's not that great.
And by the way, all of that's in Mexico City, dude. You know where 100 points that 692 is in 2 days.
Okay, so you're putting Manny on top of your list, and I'll put Soto on top of my list.
Fair. Put it in the chat. Who do you think's been more accountable for the offensive struggles, Manny or Soto? I don't know why Manny gets a pass.
I'm not giving a pass to Manny because guess what? Manny's probably number 2 on my list. I'm not giving him a pass. I'm not saying that all is fine with Manny Machado. I'm just telling you, like, there's a pie chart, and a lot of that pie for me.
Wait, what kind of pie?
Probably like an apple pie with like a crumble topping, like a nice crumble top. it's like very gooey, right?
Yeah, I'm down.
It's delicious.
All right, let's get back to the Supers here. We'll get into it. I mean, it's frustrating because this is a series you have to win. You win Friday night, you put the crying Kershaw up there, and then the Padres never win again. So that's going to be discussed now as well, as absurd as that is. Jake, thank you again. He says streaky long stretches of 0 runs, then 19 runs in one game. It was what, 16 in Mexico City? If we took the 16 out, I mean, I'm tempted to just do it. Let's just take those 2 games out, the 22 runs in 2 games.
You have to.
Then what are they scoring in the other 33 games? I mean, where are they? 25th in baseball in runs scored in those other 33 games? Probably.
It's pathetic. It's pathetic at home. It's pathetic.
Just everywhere.
They had a nice series against the Reds, but guess what? In that series, they got shut out in one game. So,
that's right.
I mean, I was hoping that was going to be the outlier because guess what? They had a great Friday night and they scored 5 runs. And I was like, cool. Maybe Tuesday is now the outlier at home. And majority of the time, this team is going to score runs at home. Wrong.
No, and we can't be blaming the weather. I mean, it's like the nicest weather of all time. I mean,
done with the fucking weather, dude.
Yeah, I can't blame a marine layer when it doesn't exist. And I can't blame it when Mookie Betts is hitting home runs, you know?
Yeah, I was out. I mean, I went outside today and got burned because I'm like the whitest kid in the
Exactly. No, I'm with you.
The weather was amazing.
All right, 2023 regular season runs scored. The freaking Padres are 22nd in runs scored with Mexico City.
Take it out.
I mean, I wish I could and then equate it, with everyone taking 2 games. If I took those 2 games out, which I can't really do, they would have scored the 28th most runs in baseball, but that would be giving them 2 shutouts in those 2 games. But anyway, they should be 25th. They're 22nd. They should be 25th. If you took Mexico City out, they'd be like 25th in baseball in runs scored. That's inexcusable with the talent that they have. It's inexcusable.
Tonight, I listened to Xander Bogaerts' post game with Marty, and he kind of he said exactly what he said. He said, look, with the expectations that we went into with this year, the players we've had, the start of the season has been an absolute disappointment. Now, he did also say, like, we in this clubhouse don't feel like we're in this, like, DEFCON 1 red alert mode. Like, we don't feel like the sky is falling in this clubhouse. We feel like that, we've been inconsistent, but, we know that what we have in here, and we feel like we'll be better. But
I hope he's saying that.
Yeah, of course he's going to say that, but also saying, like, guess what? The expectations for this team coming in this year with the players that we've had, this is a disappointment so far.
I mean, 18 and 17, like, I mean, it is. I mean, they're going to Minnesota, a team that's had a really good start to their year. I mean, and then they go to Dodger Stadium. This is a tough road trip. You go 2-4 on this trip, you're under 500 if you go 2-4 on this trip, and you're at over the quarter point if you go 2-4 on this trip, and you'd be under 500. Retod, this is very generous. Thank you for your Superman. Guys, if you're here, please subscribe. Year-round Padres content. Thank you for your support of the channel with the Super Chats. Click the $sign down below. Thank you for your memberships. Click join down below. Retod says, bright side is that good pitching doesn't slump, and we got Darvish, Snell, and Musgrove all looking as good as ever right now. Okay, that's very well said. Snell was really good yesterday.
Great.
Musgrove was outstanding today with 1 unearned run because of Soto. Yes, the pitching was really good. Now, will that continue on the road? Will it be the same when they go to Dodger Stadium next weekend? But that's a really good point. Snell's pitching as well as he has all year. Same can be said for Darvish and Musgrove, and that will ultimately carry the day.
Yeah, the bright spot here is that, why I'm not like I was last year when they lost to the Dodgers. I really don't feel that same way. Like,
Right.
like I don't feel the same way as I did last year. It was like, oh God,
No, they're great games.
Continue to lose to the Dodgers. They can't beat them in the series. I don't feel like it right now because last year they got their asses fucking kicked every single time out. Like the games weren't even close last year. These games were so far to start way closer, and literally one play changes every single game. Maybe not Friday night, but definitely Saturday night and today. I mean, one play changes everything. So I'm more focused on the team, like what the Padres are doing, than them losing to the Dodgers. If that makes sense. Like I'm more concerned about how the Padres are playing than how they just lost 2 or 3 to the Dodgers.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. Real quick, guys, I'm putting on the screen right now. I'm going to put it on my head as well. And I'm taking my headset off for a second. Hold on. All right. The Foco straw cap.
Is that Kristen?
Okay. And if you want this thing, which is like the perfect Mother's Day or Father's Day gift, like look at this thing, Jim.
It's great.
Here's the thing. If you want this, this is a great gift for Mother's Day or Father's Day. And the link is pinned at the top of the chat. And I wore this all weekend because it was sunny all weekend. And I didn't get burnt like Jim because I'm wearing this thing and it's covering my face. It's covering my neck. This thing was incredible. I'm wearing it at the zoo. I'm wearing it wherever the hell I was yesterday. I don't know where I was, but I was out a lot. Oh, Inflatable World in Mission Valley. I was rocking this thing.
You're at Inflatable World?
I don't know. It's by like the Mission Valley Mall, like Bed Bath & Beyond, where we saw that movie, whatever that thing is, whatever that mall is.
Oh, the Fashion Valley or the Mission Valley?
Mission Valley, I think. But anyway, if you want this San Diego Padres floral printed straw hat that I'm wearing right now that's on the screen, click the link pinned at the top of the chat. Get it for both Mother's Day and or Father's Day. Great gift idea. Perfect time of year with summer here. So pick it up. Thank you, Foco, for your support of this channel. And again, click that link pinned at the top of the chat if you want this hat. Look at this hat, Jim.
I know. I need it. You need to bring it to me tomorrow.
I have one for you.
I know.
This thing's dope.
I need it.
I know. Like, look at me. Like a model. Like Indiana Jones in this thing.
Right. You should like.
Can you see where it says SD? It's hard with my lighting. Hold on. See that?
No, it's great. I love that hat.
Sweet.
I would have. I actually we're at the beach today, and I told Aaron, I'm like, I need that like bucket beach hat that John has from Foco.
What beach were you at?
Dog Beach.
Del Mar?
No, Coronado.
Oh, okay. How'd the other half live?